The Titans are having an offseason that is going very unnoticed as they have brought in some pieces that have helped improve their team a ton. They added to this wide receiver room and defense to help this team overall. They did lose Derrick Henry, but were able to do what they can to improve this offense that is ready to develop. It was also surprising when the Titans in free agency landed Calvin Ridley and Tony Pollard, which are moves that puts this offense into the right direction. They also picked up L'Jarius Sneed, who was one of, or if not the best corner in the league last season. Also signed Chidobe Awuzie from Cincinnati. Calvin Ridley is older though, as he is 29 and will be 30 soon. He says he physically feels like he is 25 and that he can still go out there and compete with this team. Last season, Will Levis had one of the worst offensive lines, and it isn't fair to judge him based off last season, so this coming year will be very interesting to see what he's capable of doing with the offense he will have. Signing Pollard from the Cowboys is a great signing after losing Henry, as he has had consecutive 1,000-yard rushing seasons. Pollard has shown he can play at a high level and will be able to thrive in a fresh offense for him. The Titans will pay Pollard $24 million over the next 3 years. They needed to fill in the running back spot as soon as possible, so signing Pollard was one of the best things they could have done. The Titans also signed Tyler Boyd to a one-year deal worth up to $4.5 million. This is honestly a good signing for the Titans, as a lot of fans aren't sure what they're going to get out of Boyd since he is older, but with that, he has experience. Just because he's older doesn't mean he can't perform well at all either. The Titans aren't going to be expecting him to go out there and give them 1,000 receiving yards, but they just need him to be a guy that they can rely on to make plays when needed. It also gives Will another target, which is great when you want him to have a year that's better than last year's. Giving a young quarterback veteran experience options is a good thing because they will be able to help guide him into the player he wants to become and can help him out a ton. Boyd is being reunited with Titans new head coach Brian Callahan, who was the offensive coordinator for the Bengals the last 5 seasons. Over those last 5 seasons in Cincinnati, Boyd had 361 receptions for 4,144 yards and 21 touchdowns. Tyler Boyd will go into Tennessee's offense as he will most likely be the slot receiver next to DeAndre Hopkins and Calvin Ridley on the outside. The Titans wanted to improve their receiving core this offseason, and they did just that by adding 2 experienced receivers. They did give Ridley a lot of money with a 4-year deal worth up to $92 million. Calvin Ridley has shown he can make big plays when he needs to, but a lot of fans are concerned on the big price tag. The Titans did help their defense a ton by bringing in Sneed and Awuzie, who are both physical cornerbacks that will be tough duo for other teams to score against. I'm sorry if I'm saying his last name wrong either. Last season, Awuzie played in 15 games and started in 10, recording 57 tackles with 6 passes defensed and 1 forced fumble. He broke up 25 passes with 2 picks across 37 games in 3 seasons with the Bengals. They also added one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL, L'Jarius Sneed, which is a huge addition for this defense. Over 57 regular season games this past 4 seasons, Sneed has recorded 10 interceptions, 6.5 sacks, and 40 passes defense. Sneed was also a key piece for the Chiefs' playoff success, as he consistently came up for them when it mattered most in the playoffs. Specifically last year, punching out the Zay Flowers touchdown after getting taunted on. That was a huge turning point in the AFC Championship game, which then carried over in the Super Bowl as he helped lead the Chiefs defense to back-to-back Super Bowl wins. Sneed is one of only 2 NFL players to record at least 10 interceptions and 6.5 sacks as well. He also brings 13 playoff games of experience to this Tennessee defense, which is huge as they want to compete in the playoffs, and he brings the energy as he is a very physical and can lock up every team's #1 option. Sneed did not allow a single touchdown last season until the divisional round of the playoffs, and every game he matched up with the other team's best option. The Titans in the draft had the 7th overall pick and selected JC Latham at left tackle. JC brings strong power and is very dedicated to the game. The Titans believe he will be an all-pro before we know it, and he is very talented and will be a key piece for this Titans offensive line. They need as much help as they can get protecting the quarterback, as they had one of the worst offensive lines last season. The Titans gave up 64 sacks last season, which was the 5th worst in the NFL. Latham played 1,753 snaps over 3 seasons at right tackle for Alabama, also played 135 at right guard. He's played 0 at left tackle, but Brian Callahan feels as he will be able to transition just fine if needed to. Latham's scouting report is that he is a tremendous athlete, especially for his size. He has quick feet and is good in the run game. He would develop as a tackle in this league with offensive line coach Bill Callahan, who is one of the best in the league. The Titans had a few areas that they needed to improve, and adding to this offense was one of the best things they could have done for their young quarterback quarterback Will Levis, who is expected to have a potential breakout year. Also making this O-line even stronger was one of the best things they could have done. JC Latham will be a stud for the Titans and will turn into a star like they expect him to. If you haven't already, go down below and press subscribe. Turn on the post notification if you haven't already so you never miss a Titans video or any video at all. Leave a like and comment down below what you're most excited for next season, and I'll see you guys in the next one.